YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this solely to take your decision. Your work like will motivate me to be regular and working more hard for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of WTI Crude Oil futures in a daily time frame here. So friends, here you can see that how the WTI crude oil futures started to move upward when the Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24th, when the crude oil futures trading at the levels of $92, and from here a steep surge was seen in crude prices and the WTI crude oil futures tested a high at the levels of 130.47 on March 7th, but here a steep fall was seen on the same day, and still you can see that how every rally after that was sold in crude oil futures, and from here you can see that how the WTI crude oil futures finally tested a high at the $126.76 on March 9. From here a steep fall started in WTI crude oil futures when the WTI crude oil futures tested a low at the levels of $93.84 on March 15th. So this was a steep fall. Undoubtedly, there was a bounce back from here. Once again, the crude oil futures started to move upward from March 16th from the levels of $95.57 and once again tested a high at the levels of $116.80. But once again, the stiff resistance was seen here. So friends, here I find that the level of the 116 seems to be a tough resistance level for the crude oil futures, as here you can see that how the WTI crude oil futures continued to slide downward from here, and this slide continued up to April 11th when the crude oil futures tested a low at the levels of $92.97. Once again, there was a bumpy move from here. So friends, here I find that the immediate support for the WTI crude oil futures is at the levels of $94.67, from where we have seen bouncing moves during the last few weeks. As here you can see that how we have seen this bumpy move on February 28th, and once again second bumpy move was there on March 17th, and here you can see that the third bouncing move was there on April 12th. So and here you can see that how the crude oil futures once again found a reversal from here and tested a high at the levels of the 110. But here I find that the crude oil futures could not sustain well above the levels of the 108 amid this bumpy move and continued to slide once again and finally found some support on last Friday at the levels of the 101. So friends, here you can see that how the immediate support is at the levels of $100. So friends, here you can see that how we have seen the formation of a bearish crossover in WTI crude oil futures in the daily time frame here on March 21st, when the 9 days moving average crossed downward to 26 days moving average, which confirms the continuity of bearish pressure in WTI crude oil futures. And here I find that currently the WTI crude oil futures have been trading well at the verge of a downward move. Here you can see that how currently the WTI crude oil futures closed the last week well below the 9 days moving average in a daily time frame. That confirms a gap down opening on the first trading session of the upcoming week, where we could find an advent of a downward move. So friends, here I find that if the WTI crude oil futures start the upcoming week with a gap down opening well below the levels of the 98.60, we'll see this downward trend to continue, where the immediate support will be at the levels of the 94.67, and here a breakdown well below the levels of the 91.74 will keep this downward trend intact up to the 200 days moving average. So friends, here I find that the crude oil futures stuck in a bearish track here in the daily time frame. Once again, a bumpy move was there, but that was not enough to sustain The crude oil prices well above the levels of the 108, and the crude oil futures once again started to move downward. And here you can see that how the WTI crude oil futures have finally closed the week well below the 9 days moving average, which confirms the continuity of a big down move on the first trading session of the upcoming week, where I find that a gap down opening well below the levels of the 98 will confirm the continuity of downward move in WTI crude oil futures, where the immediate support can be seen at the levels of the 94.67 and next support will be at the levels of the 91.74. And here I find that if the crude oil futures are not able to defend the level of the 88.85 during the upcoming week, we'll see this downward trend to continue, where the 200 days moving average could provide some support, which is currently at the levels of the 82.57. But here a big down well below the 200 days moving average in the daily time frame will confirm a long-term downtrend in crude oil futures. So friends, here I find that reappearance of new variant of COVID-19 has resulted in fresh lockdowns in China that has resulted in a sharp decrease in Chinese demand, and on the other hand, Asian countries are getting crude oil at much cheaper prices from the Russia, getting crude oil at the 30% discount, whereas most of the European countries are bound to purchase Russian oil despite imposing sanctions over Russia. They are bound to pay in rubles. So friends, here I find that crude oil futures could continue to remain under selling pressure, and here I find that if the crude oil futures try to find a breakout well inside the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in the daily time frame, we'll see sharp sell-off well below the lows of the 110. So friends, here I find that the immediate resistance for crude oil futures is at the lows of the 104.78, where the 26 days moving average will continue to provide stiff resistance to crude oil futures. So friends, here I find that any rally above the 26 days moving average will attract bears to go short well from the levels of the 109, because here I find that the WTI futures once again could see sharp sell-off from here that will continue to drag down the crude oil futures well below the levels of the 94, where the next target for the crude bears will be at the levels of the 86. So friends, here I find that the crude oil futures could test the levels of the 82.57 during the upcoming week. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.